Alright, so it has been 5 days since the last video. I've been out here at the garage maybe an hour over the past couple days. All I did was I blasted off the bike, cleaned it off because it was super dusty from sitting outside. And then the ramp was like coated in oil and stuff, so I blasted all that off clean. Got the bike up on here, got it on the rear stand. Yeah, I think that was it. The last video I already had the tank and everything off and sent it off. So I did receive a bunch of parts. I don't think I took a clip of this yet. I've just been all over the place with work and shit. But so this is what we have so far here. We got some stuff down there as well. David Boyd damage control parts radiator cage came in. Super nice, badass quality. So I'm gonna try and get this on tonight, but mainly tonight I'm gonna focus on the bars. I'm gonna try and get the cocks up on the bar. So CPS triple, which is dope ass quality. Like, this is probably my favorite part out of everything I've got. So I'm gonna try and get that on with the bars, grips, clutch. I wanna make sure everybody knows this. These cups are for resis. So the reservoir for your brakes are gonna sit right in those cups, which is super badass. I mean, it's probably common knowledge, but I had no clue being my first big bike. So I'm just gonna kind of set the camera up, just maybe time lapse through this, because I know you don't want to sit here for an hour watching a video of me just taking shit apart. Sketch here, so I'm not going to use the ladder. I'm going to try and say screw that, but I just need to get these up just a little bit. So I have a jack right here on the frickin' oil pan, which definitely is not smart, but I'm just putting a little pressure on it and it's already bringing the forks up. So I think if I loosen these, loosen all four and just try and work one up at a time, it may work. So let's see. So what happened is the center stem threaded part, I guess it's just rusted on there real well. I'm hoping so, and that there's not pressure up on this right here, because if so, I take this off, the whole front end's gonna fall. Yeah, so this part right here, come on, focus. Whatever, okay, so yeah, this part right here, I guess, was just welded to the top stem nut, so finally got that shit off. I'm gonna clean up all the threads and then get the new triple on and then see exactly how far I need to push the forks down. So, alright. So I don't know where it's shut off at, this damn camera. I had a feeling it was gonna do that. So I don't know if you caught how I did this, but I kind of just jacked it up just a little bit, but then this was loose, so I just pushed down and twist so it's compressing the shock. And then I hit it right here. I think I might go a little bit lower, but I don't know. I'm gonna get the other one in there, and you can tell how big of a difference it is. But I'm gonna get the other one down, match it, and then put the bars in and make sure everything clears. If everything clears, then this is perfect for now. I know the saggy ass mod is gonna bring the rear up a little bit, so I'm bringing the front up about 1 inch as well. So the whole bike's gonna be taller. But the main thing is just making sure that these risers are gonna clear the bars, which I'm pretty sure they will. I think you could have just ran it like this as well if you wanted to. Don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure. I see everybody always pushing these fork tubes down with dirt bar on the stock triple, so I assumed I had to do it with this triple. Plus I wanted it a little higher too. Yeah, so I'm gonna set the camera back up. I'm gonna do this side, and then we'll get the bars on and kind of see what it's like. So. on my face. Focus! So I don't know if that's the right way to do that with the forks and everything, but I'm not sure if it's bad to be twisting them like that. I wouldn't think so. You know, I maybe went 2 turns, maybe. But I got everything lined up. I'm gonna Loctite these top triple bolts in real quick, and then, you know, I'll show you what's up. But yeah, stuff with like this, steering, brake, at least use some blue Loctite. I always recommend that. You know, I've had ignition tumbler holder bolts on my Grom that hold the key in place. Like 3 or 4 times now they've fallen out from rattling. So on these stunt bikes, little things like that, just take the extra time, put some blue Loctite on it so you don't ever have issues. Blue Loctite's super easy to get off by hand. You could use red if you want, but then you're chancing it. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to get those bolts out. But torque that shit good. I'm gonna Loctite this main nut on because on my Grom I've lost it too. Then I'm gonna get the bars lined up. I'm gonna leave these loose and then put the bars in, put the top clamps in, snug up the top clamps, then snug up the bottom bolts, all with Loctite, just so everything's good and straight. But yeah, let's do all that, then we can start the controls. Torque spec on the top bolt is 4 Ugga Duggas. Uh, 16 by 19. I think it's supposed to be a front master. I know on the RCS Corsa Casa whatever you can flip the bleeder in the banjo. So I was like, well, let me see. And sure as shit, you can flip the banjo on this too. So I guess all Brimbos you can do that. So because I know you want the banjo on the bottom so that the bleeder is at top, you know, to get all the air out. So little tip on the basic Brembo 16 by 19 or 19 by 18 or 16 by 18. Little engraving right there. You can flip the banjo and the bleeder. So. Alright, so battery kept dying. Super unprepared. Where were we at? Oh, excuse me. So if y'all like weird ass beers, Best Made Pickle Beer by Martin House. You can only get it in Texas. They're brewed out of Dallas, or just right outside of Dallas, Fort Worth. They have all types of weird ass fucking beers, but that's been one of my favorite, just because I like pickle flavor, and I don't know, I don't really drink regular beer, so I just like that sour taste. Like it doesn't even taste like beer. It's fucking wild. But as I was saying is I'm going to take all this electronic stuff out because I'm going to wire the kill switch and the electric start to the custom switch panel. So I'm going to take this stuff out neatly, stick it to the side in case I ever do need it. To take this stuff out, it's super easy. You just these couple little screws, just little screws, and it just pops right out. So if you ever want to do that, bam, just took it out just like that. Couple screws. There's a metal plate that goes right here that I'm going to put back because it looks like it helps it clamp down a little bit. So the handlebar pin for the throttle shit, whatever you want to call it. I don't know how, but I always get lucky. I've swapped out bars on the Grom twice, and I just did this one with just kind of squeezing it together on the bar, twisting it to make a little notch, and then I drill it. And I always get it right on point. I don't know how I get so lucky. Like, I was really expecting this one to fuck up, but yeah, it's like on there perfect. So got real lucky on that. Everything lines up perfect. Took out all the switches. I'm just gonna leave it empty like that. There's no electronics, so even if water gets in there, it don't matter. Triple thing right here. And then you take out this valve. If you can see it, it's a pair. They call it the pair valve, I guess. So you'll take this 1 8mm out, and that's the bracket. So that'll pull off. And then you take these clamps off right here, that one and that one. And then you just tie these three together. I'm gonna tuck it up under there and get it all nice right there. And then on the airbox, you have 2 holes you need to plug. I just went to Home Depot. I got 3/4 inch plugs, I believe. It was, or not Home Depot, O'Reilly's. It was just a box of a bunch of little rubber plugs. They fit snug over it, so I know they're not gonna go nowhere. I may toss a hose clamp or a zip tie over it as well. But yeah, let me get all these off. Oh, finally got it on. I just put a little, like a tiny drop of WD-40 because these 2 hoses right here were a tad bit smaller than the bottom one. So the bottom one went on super easy. The sides were a fucking pain in the ass. But just a little bit of, just a drop of WD-40 on this side, and you know, a couple minutes of finessing it. Got it on, got all the clamps on. So that is finished up. Clean air mod all done. I was halfway through putting the cam chain adjuster on. Started to get the bolts going. Got super tight, super quick. I look down, there's a giant gap. I pull everything back apart to figure out what's going on, and I guess I was sold a fake APE or APC cam chain adjuster because that shit was all off. I guess like, subscribe. I'll try not to make this super long and boring. I'll try to edit it to where it's real quick, maybe 5 to 8 minute video, just so you're not sitting there like, what the fuck is he doing? But yeah, check back in a couple days for a new video. Click that bell so you get notified when I upload the videos. You can see the bike come along. So do a little montage to exit this out. But yeah, like, subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one. Later.